Hello, welcome. This is Cheese Banquet Advanced. This is a PuzzleScript game that was part of a game jam that was recommended to me specifically out of all the games that were part of this jam. A little bit of background here. This is part of the Thinky Puzzle Game Jam 3. Throw Rock was a game that I wrote for the Thinky Puzzle Game Jam 2. I didn't participate in number 3, which happened this year. The theme for this jam was chalk and cheese, which apparently is a British expression I didn't know before, which basically means two things that are completely different. A lot of entries here took it fairly literally, including this one, and this in particular was recommended to me as something to play. I've seen most of the other entries in the jam just on my own, but this one I avoided knowing anything about until now. Okay, do you have my inputs? There we go, I had to click. Right, so I don't usually play PuzzleScript games for reasons that have nothing to do with the games themselves. It's just because recording a browser is a problem for me, but this one I can full screen, and that makes recording nice and easy. So, new game. All right, who am I? Am I a mouse? Am I a cheese? Am I a piece of chalk? Okay. So I can't push the mouse. I can encircle it. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, so let's have the PuzzleScript experience. Well, the first thing to do is just to learn what it is that I'm doing. I see a possible endpoint, so if I draw it here, okay, maybe I draw from where I start to the endpoint while partitioning mouse alongside cheese. Maybe I don't. Okay, yep. So this is the PuzzleScript experience that I usually have. Start up a game, have no idea what to do, make some random inputs, until maybe if you're lucky you'll discover it. Uh-huh. Okay. Wait. Suddenly I was able to move the mouse. Okay, draw a line, then be able to move the mouse. Mouse cannot go over line. Okay. So I was doing the right thing, I just had trapped the mouse and then my inputs didn't do anything. Okay, cursor, go away. Ah! The eyes of the mouse. So happy. Alright, well there's an obvious conflict here. If a mouse cannot walk over a line of chalk for some reason, and I need to go across to the other side, how's that going to work? I can push the cheese, and the last one was set up for that to be impossible. Alright. So, pushing cheese around. Can cheese go over chalk? Yes. Okay. That'll work for me. Happy mouse! Oh boy. Alright, so this devolves into some block pushing where I can't backtrack over where I've already stepped. Can I step over a corner? I can, however, I haven't set this up in a way that mouse can get to cheese. Can mouse be pushed? No. Okay. So yeah, I don't think there's any way around going up here and coming back down there. Therefore, cheese needs to be... What if cheese goes in pit? It cannot. Okay. So, my options are quite limited, actually. In that... What is there that I can actually do here beyond what I've tried? Mouse can't go in pits either. Okay. This obviously just cuts the mouse off. However, maybe it sets something up better for getting the cheese around? I don't see how it would. Like, I need to be over here. Cheese needs to go down. It'd be nice if... Yeah, so I just can't go anywhere that already is chalked. Alright, where am I falling into a trap? I had 0 choices there. I have 3 choices here. That doesn't help anything, it just takes up more space. I can approach the cheese from 2 angles that do anything. That one just corners it. I can't get around to push it down from here, and even if I could, I don't see why that would be productive. I don't think it would be useful to move it over there. Ah, I see the difference. So if I approach over here, there might be some way... No? Wait. Oh, I can go across, okay. Okay, so I just can't redraw, like, a line segment that's been drawn. But I can go across the 1 pixel in the center and it's fine. Okay, and that's what I'm being taught here. Alright. And a variation. So straight across is fine. Feels like I should be able to do roughly the same thing here, however, I see that there is an issue. Yep, I see that there is an issue. Okay, so this time do I come up this way? No. Can't push it over. Alright then. This space is awfully suspicious, right here. Seems like it's there so I can make this line horizontal so I can draw across it. Sure, makes sense. Okay, but that still means that ultimately I need to somehow do this, which isn't that what I tried already? I guess I drew my line slightly differently the first time. Okay. You can visit the level selected anytime by pressing escape. Okay. How many levels? Okay, that knocked me out of full screen mode. Okay, so escape does 2 things. Great. Alright then. So that's very inconvenient. Is there another way I can do that? Alright, well, there's a bunch of levels. Okay, this is super awkward, but alright, I'm back in. I may have edited that weirdly, so don't worry about it. Level 1-6. You can visit level select, yes, I understand. Yeah, okay, so once again, recording games in a browser is a problem for me, and that is demonstrating part of the reason why. This cheese really wants to come upwards somehow, although let me verify something. Mouse can't cross across a horizontal line. No, it's just me. Okay. So I see the sort of implied suggestion to go up and over. Maybe that's going to be possible. I didn't really accomplish anything with that. If I did it differently, could I maybe? So if I'm going up, and then I want, like, to be able to go all the way over at once, which I think this actually sets up. What if I do... No, why would that be any better for anything? Oh, it might. Doesn't feel like it, though. No, that's terrible. Oh, okay. What? Where am I going with this cheese? Somewhere in range of the mouse. So if I have to end here. I'm probably pushing the cheese here. So it's probably going right, up, right, down. Okay, so to go right, I have to draw to there, cheese ends up here. Then ignore what happens in this area. I go around, okay, so use up this column, not this column, because I need that column later for cheese going down. Okay. So, okay, fine. I'll draw this much. Take up only that much space, and maybe that's the key. No, not exactly. Problem is now you're up there. And I can't have gone left or right and avoided that happening. If I went straight up like I did before... Okay, let's just try some variations of this. Like, that's as far as I get. I've tried that before. Down here is probably no good. There's no way I could not cut the mouse off while getting to my endpoint. Just pushing the cheese over that far is not good enough. It has to be this far. I can only go up now. Okay, so all those moves are compulsory. It's here when I get some choices, and it's unclear what they mean. So why specifically is this wrong? Because I can't do this, I can't do this, and I can't do that. So I need a way to push up at most twice, once or twice, while then going left and returning around that way. Ah. So the trick is actually this. No. Not quite. The trick is actually this? What is that? Something that works for some reason. Ugh. Oh, that was uncomfortable, but alright. I did it. This is what every PuzzleScript game feels like to me. Are these... what's with these? Are they like anti-mouse tiles or something? What's with those? Yeah, okay, so fragile floor, too weak for a heavy mouse to step on, but a light little piece of chalk, so chalk-only tiles, alright? Cheese is fine too. Okay, so get that mouse, a way to get that cheese that doesn't involve going over a thing, pretty much just like this. Alright, so this was a tutorial level, great. 2-2. I can't just go to the level select at any time to see how many are left, but I'll just get to the end. And yeah, I'm expecting this to be a one-shot, hopefully, if I'm lucky. Alright. My suspicion is the route I'm following is something like this, down and around. So what did I learn in that last level? Basically nothing. I don't really know anything. However, somehow what I did there worked. So at this point, this cheese needs to go exactly here. That's the only space that could be chalk-free that the mouse can reach. So you're going up, 2, and left, 2. Which means I'm going up, up, right, up, left, left, up, left, up. After going around here. Okay, so I need to draw a line that's compatible with this line. Okay, I'm starting to get the way of thinking here. So I want a corner there. I want a vertical line here, and that's what was required. Okay, and everything else just works out. Okay. I think I got the trick. What are those? Anti-chalk tiles, alright. I wonder what they are supposed to be. They're like sponges or something. I guess you probably couldn't draw on a wet sponge with a piece of chalk. And the chalk just like falls over. Clunk. Alright. Cheese is way over in here. So that mouse is gonna have to do what now? So yeah, mouse is fine on a wet sponge, chalk is not. With this setup, I can't move the cheese at all. Oh, okay, so it's just in circle. It's just in circle. Yes, I see the mouse path. It's just in circle. Okay. There we go. All right, 2-4. Here, those. Yeah, I'm cutting off something. So mouse is going through here. Then what? Then has an impossible task. Like if a line has to go through there. And up here. And the chalk is there, and it can't go on this side of the cheese, then this is obviously impossible. Ah, but the cheese can move. Okay, so bring the cheese through here. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay. Down might be an option. I don't think so. Couldn't I have just, though, done this? Okay, that was simpler. Don't have to complicate it further. Just remember, cheese can go on a sponge. Oh, I just got to keep track of that. So we got pre-placed chalk marks. Okay. Here, Mousy. Enjoy this meal. I can't just, like, actually give it to you. And now I can't get back. Alright, so how would I fix that? Like this? I don't think that helps. Kind of just causes more problems than it solves. Especially since it solves no problems. Okay. No, that's too far down. How do these interact? Does mouse fall before eating? Yes. Makes sense. There's no way I could push up here. Whoa. No, that made sense. I mean, I can, but that's inaccessible. The line is drawn. The mouse cannot cross it. So going down to push up leads to me just being trapped by this. Like, this is basically an impenetrable barrier here. And given how I have to draw there, there's no going back across this, down, and then over. So I think you're telling me it is required to move that cheese wedge this way. If I go here, I can't push north, because now I'm a mouse. So if I'm doing this, like, those seem to be non-optional opening moves. Okay, so what I want to do then is move the cheese up and over and still have room to get there. We go. Okay, cool. It looks to me like I desire this. Sort of, but now I'm trapped. Instead, maybe I could... That's just the same thing again. So that's where it started. I can push up, but that might work. Yeah, if I can encircle the mouse in a way that lets it get there, which I think I just did, that works. Okay. I'm off by a little bit. So I needed to occupy less space when I did this, which I can do. Okay. So space minimization. Not on the trapdoor. Cracked floor, whatever. There we go. 3-1. Multi-cheese. Okay. That looks like a problem. Does the mouse need more than one cheese? Whoa! What are you telling me? Immediately after cheese, mouse can jump a line? Immediately after cheese, if not on sponges, mouse can jump 2 tiles? take some guesses because who knows. Okay. Like, I can't interact with that. I can interact with this, but, like, so what? I don't keep my Oh, okay, so the problem was my line was there, so my jump didn't go through. Alright. Alright, so Super Mouse is an important state to consider. And Super Mouse cannot jump that way or that way. That was east and south. North is fine. West will just move because a jump would put you on the line. Okay? I can move this. Sort of a little bit. But like, this is mouse inaccessible right now. After eating that, there's no way on the next turn to be on the other side of this. So it seems more likely I want to push that over in a place he can reach it. To jump across here and get to this one. I don't think any of that's going to happen. Also, if cheese is crossing over a chalk line, yeah, so that kind of, if I'm pushing it, that sort of follows the same traversability rules as I do, because I'm the one pushing it. So like if you go across a line in this direction, you can't continue there, but it's more complicated than that. I can do this. I can go across here, but now I can't get anywhere except my goal. Yeah, I'm stuck at my goal. I can push you left first and then do... Oh, okay. That's probably good enough. Yeah, there we go. Did it. Okay, mouse gonna jump a hole. Cool. Not like that, it's not. I guess I'm doing... Oh boy. That nearly worked, but I can't get across now. Is there a way I can draw this that allows me to get across? Yes, like that. Except more like this. Okay. That seems to work. Alright. I'm understanding the ways of thinking necessary for this. 2 cheeses. I'm on that side. Mouse probably jumping over. My goal is here. So my first thought involves something that looks like this. Nothing about that looks any good. And also it traps the mouse. How do I not trap the mouse in the chalk? I probably don't, and I just need to give it a way to get out. So something like... Why is this? So how do I draw to there without trapping the mouse? Let's start with that. I don't know. That's never going to work. Okay. What's my goal? Eat both cheeses. No matter how I draw to there, it's going to result in some non-traversability over here for my rodent friend. The setup here, you know, as it starts, kind of implies eat this, jump there, eat that. That's probably not ultimately what it's going to be. Okay. Could it be that I do this, come all the way down here, go over, do this, and no way. No way. No, not a chance. Okay. Oh, this is incredibly daunting. Oh. It's just like this puzzle completely shuts me down. How do I even begin thinking about this? Goal is to eat both of these. Jumping's probably involved, unless I am actually pushing those both together. I haven't had a chance to test whether there's multi-push yet. This is just a big old barrier, so like these almost might as well just be pits. Not this one, because I can go that way, but like these four, neither of us can meaningfully go onto them. The cheese can, but also it shouldn't. So yeah, these might as well be pits. Not this one. This is set up to be able to do that. But why? Okay, so remind me what the puzzle state looked like when I did this. Well, like that, sure. I've cut off Mousy from all of the cheese. Like, I haven't been able to feed him even one piece of cheese yet. This also might as well not be here. Except it could be a cheese platform, but yeah, it could be a cheese platform, because Mouse can walk there and walk back. So I could believe that somehow this is involved. However, there's nothing I can do with this. This is just in the way. So if I'm drawing down there, for me, all of this almost might as well be a pit. So I'm starting to think, rather than eat this and jump here to eat this, what's actually going to happen is push this down, eat this, jump over the line that will be here to eat this. Okay, so what about that push this down part of that? Just puts it in a big old mess of chalk where there's no hope of ever escaping. Can I get around and push it? No? Like, I've already tried this. Nothing I do up here is going to push this down there, it feels like. Like, that's just getting this cheese out of here is completely hopeless. Like, that is way too buried for anything to happen, ever. Therefore, if you're staying on this side of that line, Then I'm doing something with this and jumping over. But then what's all this stuff for? And how would I even get the mouse to this cheese? So yeah, it both feels impossible to get the mouse to this cheese first, and also to get this cheese down below that line. I'll try a couple more things. No, see, like, this is known to be bad. That's never moving that way, and moving it this way is of no interest, right? I don't think so. Well, okay, let's test something. I can't. Never mind. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 No, like, completely hopeless to get this down, completely hopeless to get mouse to cheese. So I need to do something else. Alright, what are my other options that I haven't considered? Or, alternately, what other approach could there be to getting this down? Like, pushing it up doesn't work. Pushing it right doesn't, it's impossible. Pushing it down once, then left. I've tried that and it's no good. Don't want to push it back up. No matter how I draw my line here, none of that is ever happening. And I really don't want to push it back up and around because I've occupied way too much space here already. Yeah, okay, this one is just a pit of despair where nothing can ever happen. That's my experience of this location. And it's also really hard to think about anything. Okay. Well, guess I'm going to be miserable for a while until I figure out what it is I'm supposed to do here. So I backed out to the level select, doing the dance necessary to do that, and this is 3, 4... After this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more levels, maybe 9 more levels. There's something here. So far, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Done 15. 8 are left. Maybe I'm going to make this a two-parter? Yeah, okay, I'll try a little harder to get this done, but it's not looking promising. Okay, here's something I've been wanting to try. Can a mouse nibble cheese that's on chalk? No. No. No, it cannot. Like, if I was supposed to discover a mechanic there, that's... Yeah, like, if this just moved down one more, then that would be good, but it can't. Right? Right, I don't think so. No. Oh, is that it? Oh... yes. Okay. 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 Well, that was magical. I'll take magic, though. Okay, well that got kind of, unreasonable. Okay. But eventually I did find a way to do it. Alright, so 3, 5, and several more levels are left to go, and I guess I'm going to pick them up another time. Alright, I'll see you again for more of this game.